Guys, I think my middle name is Congratulations because boy, have I been winning and winning and winning since last year. And I think there's a very special word that really captures what has gotten me this far. And let me spell it out for you. R-I-S-K. Risk. Okay, enough of the theatrics. I'm here to teach you how you too can raise funding for your business as well by telling you my personal journey. Honestly, it's been a journey of many ups and downs, blood, sweat, and tears. A journey that I've been working on for the past 3-4 years, honestly. Like, since I got into uni, I started this grind. I always knew what I wanted to do was going to be something that was creative within the agricultural or climate tech space. So I actively pursued opportunities that really helped to streamline this journey of mine. And like right when I entered university, I was always stumbling across people saying that, you know, a lot of young people are unattracted to agriculture, and agriculture is the backbone of the economy, and that's what has the potential to transform the nation. But you know, it's like if a lot of people are deterring from this space that has so much opportunities, then wouldn't it be like an open lane for me to tap into and, like, you know, get so much opportunities? So I was like, yeah, let me take the high road and then, you know, risk and see what comes out of this. And honestly, there were times I was like, Sally, are you sure? But then I just loved nature. It all started when I was younger. Like, in class 1, they taught us how to grow beans in a can. And I really fell in love with getting to see how you could turn a seed into a whole plant and you could benefit from it through food, fresh air, like so much value that nature offers us. But then seeing how global warming and all these things are becoming an issue, climate change, I was like, we see so much value in nature, but we are here destroying it. I was like, nah, I want to be part of that solution in my own small ways. And so far it's going well. It's going well. I mean, it's not easy at all, but we are doing our best. And I really want to amplify and accelerate the impact that I can make. I know building a business alone is not enough. Like, we need to build a whole community and empower ourselves to really transform our continent. Because, you know, in Africa, we contribute the least to climate change. We contribute less than 5% of global carbon emissions, but have the most impact. And because we don't have enough media outlets talking about the effects of climate change, it's more so like a creeping problem that is making a lot of impact. Like, all these kind of issues that we are having is all because of climate change. And a lot of organizations are looking to fund projects and businesses that are willing to take that active role of being part of the solution. And that's what has really helped me to raise funding, because I've been able to tailor my story and my business model to meet the criteria that these organizations require of businesses to transform the continent and the world, because they know that their funding alone is not even enough. Money alone won't solve the problem. They know that they need brilliant minds. They are just giving the most that they can to see what you could do, you know, to test and keep building. I did an entrepreneurial competition in high school where we won second place, and we developed some solution to clear water using charcoal and some other stuff, like a water filtration system. And I was heavily supported by our mentor Matthias, who I really look up to and get a lot of inspiration from, because he's also really killing it in the game right now, like also winning awards and grants and great stuff. So I think having him as someone to learn from has really been inspiring and has made me realize that you could get the local and global recognition and support systems that you need to succeed as an African building a business in sustainability, and you could raise funding and really be part of the solution. This was my first ever big win, the AGI pitch competition. It came up, this is $6,000, came along with 3,000 euros from GIZ. This was the Disrupt pitch, which was had on campus here at Ashesi. So they gave us some $400. And this was from the Startup Discovery School. I went for an event and then from the audience they asked anyone to come and give a fire pitch, and then I ran onto the stage and went to kill it, and then I got some $250, so let's put that to here. So as you see in the title of this video, I have supported startups in raising over $100,000 in grants to support their business initiatives. I'm mainly going to be using Pharmatetra as the forefront of this discussion, as I have already publicized some of these grants already on my Instagram, but over time I may find time and then talk about these other grants so that you get more perspective on different solutions and how they raise money. Pharmatetra is an agribusiness startup that I started in Ashesi. I've been working on it about 3 years, as I mentioned, and the goal of our business is to provide health-conscious urban dwellers access to fresh, nutrient-dense farm produce in cities with vertical farms that we sell to them so that they can grow food right at home. And currently we are also building our own demo farm right on the Ashesi University campus, where they've given us free land to grow about 7,000 leafy vegetables so that we can supply supermarkets, restaurants, and households who can subscribe to receive maybe monthly supply of fresh produce, just so that we could test the market in different segments. And I'm really excited about this project. I'll get you to see how this farm is coming into construction, and once it's set up you get to see more sightings of the farm and what it means to run a startup. Pharmatetra raised different funding from different organizations, and it's been like little drops of water making a mighty ocean for us. For our first ever big grant, as I mentioned, from AGI, we saw the application online, and it was called Enabling Eco-Friendly and Resilient Food Systems. Even recently, they had the same competition that happened just on September 20th or so, like earlier this month. That one's theme was about digital solutions in agribusiness. So people went there and went to pitch and won money. There are typically 2 ways you could get grants that I have seen: through entrepreneurial competitions, which are much easier for me, where you get to pitch in front of investors with your pitch deck, competing with other startups. And the second one, the typical grant proposals that you have to submit to organizations. Those ones in the past that I've experienced have been very tedious, as they ask for a lot of information. They ask about your financials and so much details, links to your website, your team, like a lot of details, which in subsequent videos I could take you through. So usually those are typically a bit harder. Some grants organizations I know of are like Tony Elumelu Foundation, where they could give about $5,000 to your business. Usually they also love to focus on women-led businesses to fund, because they believe that women empowerment is a must. There are also incubators and accelerator programs that put you through a trainings for about some couple of months, just so that you become fit enough to be given money, so that when they give you the money you use it wisely. But for entrepreneurial competitions, the one I've been through, AGI didn't necessarily take us through training. They trusted that we could handle ourselves. But the recent Fidelity Bank grants that we won, they'll be taking us through trainings by InnoHub, right? So it's exciting that you get to learn beforehand on how to manage resources, because they do know, as I said, money is not all that you need as a business. Grants can come in form of networks, can come in so many other ways that sometimes you don't need money immediately to start. Sometimes you just need education and training. So accelerators and incubators help to harness your power to become better fit to be growing food, better fit to be running a business. There are also fellowship programs, some like the Echo and Green Fellowship, 776 Fellowship. These usually also take you through different opportunities like trainings, traveling, stipends, and stuff like that, so that you could really be empowered. There are also different resources you need to put together for typical applications. You need to put together a pitch deck. So you come from the problem slide, solution, how it works, your market size, your competitors, your who again? What makes you unique? Your value proposition. Then you talk about your traction. What have you achieved so far? This is like one of your most important slides because they want to see that, oh, with your limited resources and where you stand, what have you been able to achieve even without their grants, to show that, okay, if they give you the money, you even do more. So like your traction is like, okay, have you built a proof of concept and a minimum viable product to show that your product works, so that when they give you the money, you could like enhance it. So for example, ours, right, we built prototypes out of wood, plastic bottles and soil, like the whole vertical farm system. And we also got PVC pipes that we built. It was kind of like a low-tech system, not really fully functional to the world-class standards that we wanted, but then at least it helped to show the judges a fair idea of how the technology works. And that really shows your willingness to really push and do something with what you have around you. So that's really what gave us a competitive edge in most of the pitches that we did. So proof of concept. And also your team. Investors invest in the team more than the idea, because if your team is strong, it shows that even if the idea is going into shambles, you guys have enough diverse perspectives to pivot and try out new things within the industry, because you have a good sense of what the industry trends are. Because sometimes your idea must be perfect, you've gathered all your data and everything, but when you go to the market, the thing is not selling. But if you know how to immediately, like, swiftly move into doing other stuff, even when things are falling apart, then they show that you're doing well. So in our pitch deck, I always highlight that we are a team of diverse entrepreneurs in the fields of agriculture, architecture, art and design, business management, and so on. So that really shows that, wow, these people, like, they do have the diverse skill sets, and the name of their business even says it all, like farm architecture. It's like, okay, farming, architecture, innovation, urban landscape. Like, the name captures immediately what we are. And we also have a tagline, hosting the next generation of urban farmers. So they're like, oh, okay, these people are here for change. They're here to bring something new to the table. I'm excited. And when you give investors the fear of missing out, that's exactly what's exciting, because they'll see like, oh no, if I don't give them the funding now, I don't know if I'll ever come across such an amazing team and business experts such as this. So let's invest in them now, even though maybe some certain things may not be perfect. Let's bet on them, and then you get the grants. Some grants don't mind you bringing just ideas on board because they're willing to train you. Some opportunities just focus on trainings and don't give you funding. Usually it's best to enter training programs because it's very important. You need to learn. For example, when I joined the KIC Agritech Challenge, my team necessarily didn't reach the point where we won grants. So we got kicked out from that competition, but fine. It's fine. So the KIC Agritech Challenge, for example, you could win different prize amounts, like $20,000, $50,000, depending on how well you guys are able to go through that competition. But it's very hectic. Like, you're competing against so many startups across the whole of Ghana. So just imagine. And so, yeah. Usually some grants require you to be a registered business because it shows that you are being recognized as something that exists in your country, that we could hold you accountable if anything goes wrong. Your business can be easily traced, because they don't want to give money to an individual who could easily, like, I don't say like run away and then not be traced easily. Yeah, because you have a business bank account where you put the money there and stuff like that. So it's good to have. It's not, you don't have to be in a rush to register your business, because sometimes it's very hectic to run a registered business, as you need to be paying taxes potentially, and also reporting to board of advisors and annual general meetings, depending on the type of business you register as. If you register as a private limited company or like a sole proprietorship, you could decide to start with a sole proprietorship, because at least that one has less requirements. So for us, Farm Tech, we didn't rush when it came to like registering our business. Just that we would miss out on bigger grants that would appreciate us registering. Some fellowships may ask for your CV. So if you're someone who's really passionate about entrepreneurship and that's all you want to do, you don't necessarily have to just focus on building your startups. Ideally, you would want to intern in different businesses across industries. That kind of have similar blueprints as to what you want to also achieve, so that you could translate all your experiences into your business, and then have more diverse backgrounds and work experiences. Make all the mistakes and see other businesses making certain mistakes that you can enhance. So for example, I've learned that a lot of businesses, agribusinesses specifically, struggle with marketing because like they are more focused on operations, like making this thing work. Do you know how difficult it is to operate in Ghana? Now I should come and use my time to market the business. It's not going to be easy for a lot of startups, but marketing is such a powerful tool, and that's what I've really used to help to my advantage. So you'd want to, okay, like how can I, so it's like I become like a consultant to the businesses that I work with, seeing how we could, elevate the work that they do. Most of the times, organizations will also require you to align your business to the SDG goals. If you do not know what the SDG goals are, here's it on the screen. We have zero hunger, no poverty, good health and well-being, climate something action, life on land, those things, creating employment, equality, sustainable cities and communities. So you go and learn about these kind of stuff and then see how your business plays a role in achieving these SDGs. That makes it much easier for you to get grants, because it's like, oh, you are tailoring what organizations expect of people to what you do. So for Farming-Texture, for example, we are promoting good health and well-being by giving you access to fresh farm produce that is not contaminated with mercury and cyanide from contaminated water. We are supporting you to live a healthy and long life by growing your own food or getting access to our fresh produce. We are also boosting employment because our business, as is building a greenhouse, is going to require so many workforces as we expand. So we are going to be training and stuff like that. So, those things. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. Anyways, yes. So once you get the grants, you would be probably asked to provide invoices from different organizations or different places where you are going to buy your items from. So maybe you need to buy PVC pipes, you need to buy a pump, a fridge, whatever. Some organizations may require you to bring an invoice so that they pay the money directly, or maybe they get to see, okay, this is where your money is going to be spent on. After you are done, they may ask you for expense reports to show how you spent your money, and then they'll use it as a way to monitor and evaluate the effectiveness of your business and the impacts that you've been able to have on the community you find yourself in. So that's what usually we have to do, like making monthly milestone reports, sometimes weekly, to some of the people that have supported us with pictures, videos, PDFs, just to show them evidence of what we are actively doing. And sometimes it's okay to also show some of the pitfalls and the struggles that you are having, because sometimes they would use it as a way to keep refining how they're able to support you and connect you with other people to like help you manage these kind of problems that comes into place as you try and build a business. So the places that you can find opportunities include Opportunity for Africans, Opportunities for the Youth, Fund for NGOs, Tribe Africa, which mainly puts opportunities for creatives. So if you're also a creative like me, as you can see on my wall, like I paint, so I'm also like looking for more avenues to enhance my creative side, but I am finding ways to attach that through Farming-Texture. So we provide artistically designed vertical farming systems just to suit your furniture and your aesthetic appeal. Yes, that's a good talent I'm happy that I have, because it makes sense why I'm doing this business in general. Yes, so I'll put all of them in the description. We even have some people who create Excel documents of the deadline of the grant application, when it's opening, the eligibility criteria and everything. There's this guy called Zian Vergi who I follow. He has like a whole Excel, so sometimes he puts them there. Maybe there'll be like some age range that you should fall under. Maybe some may require you to be a student, some rarely would they ask you for a master's degree or like an undergraduate degree. So that's one thing that's nice about it. You don't have to have like such a high educational level, as long as you are willing to learn and keep trying and building. But let me let you know this, you would probably fail as many times as I did, or even more or less, who knows, but failure is part of the lesson. It's a painful experience. Like, you would apply to multiple grants, crossing your fingers, waiting for that congratulations email from some organizations, and then you'll come and open, oh, sorry, we received high levels of applicants. Go and sleep. Then you will go and sleep. Just like wake up the next day and keep trying. But the good thing is that if you decide to reapply next year, they would already have you in their database, and then be like, oh wow, this person has improved from their last application. Let me reconsider giving them this opportunity. So some will take you through interview stages, final stage, and then you get to actually get a grant. So what I also do to help me improve the way I understand the entrepreneurial space is that I also watch a lot of podcasts and watch a lot of YouTube videos. Because if, let's say, your solution has been demonstrated in a video form, it shows that it's manifesting from just being written down into being actualized. It could be in a different country. That maybe some people have built the machine that you want to try and build. You could see how it works physically demonstrated, and you could try and find ways to contractualize it in your country. Because honestly, I enjoy reading, but not that much. So I do like to look at literature reviews and a lot of data to understand emerging technologies and stuff like that, so that I could improve. But then I like to watch YouTube videos, specifically podcasts as well. So my favorite podcasters are Stephen Bartlett's working on the Diary of a CEO, where he brings a lot of top business tycoons and industry experts from different backgrounds. There's Simon Squibb, who talks about business development a lot. And for agribusiness in Ghana here, I like to watch the Ghanaian farmer. She's really doing well as well. So you get to see, okay, what are some of the different solutions in agribusiness that people are doing, and how are they making money? And it's inspiring to see that, oh, this industry can be profitable, because it's very difficult to find, thriving farmers. Yeah. So it's like, okay, you get to see that, okay, the value chain now, people are thriving in this space, so it's possible. Guys, it's raining and it's getting louder. But I wanted to add that grants also require you to sign grant contracts, just to make sure that you are held accountable for the amount of money that you are being given to, because it's free money, right? But then they had their goals as an organization, where that maybe they wanted to create employment, or wanted to improve the environment, or create gender diversity, the whole SDG goals thing. So they are trusting that you can be able to utilize the money to achieve some goals. Some grants understand that there's a risk of failure and do not necessarily penalize you or anything like that for not being able to achieve the goals, but they are willing to bet on you that you could try out a solution that could work. So in the contract, they would kind of state their organization and what they do, your organization and what you do, and then put the terms and conditions. So party A is supposed to do this and this and this. This is what they said their money is supposed to be used for. So they would make sure that their budget and everything aligns with what they said their money is for. So you wouldn't go and use the money for betting or for doing anything else. You're going to use the money for what you said in the grants, because they will hold you accountable if they track you and they realize that you didn't use the money for that. And also they would also state that they are giving you X amount of money by this day. Sometimes some grants also do not give you everything. They don't give you all the money at once. They spread it across certain timelines, just so that they can ensure that they are tracking and monitoring you as you keep utilizing the funds. So they give you assignments, so that maybe they can give you quarter. Let's say they'll spread it across 4 months and give you, quarter of it each month, or maybe they'll give you half of it earlier on. But you could negotiate with them and say okay, I need majority of it early on. So is it possible I could get majority? But it's rarely that they would be as flexible. Mostly they have already planned out how they want to distribute the funds. So you have to be also flexible enough to say, okay, with month 1, maybe we work on research and development, then we will use month 2 to procure all the items we need. Those things, you will not get the money bam like that too. So just be aware before, if you don't know. So this also applies to architecture. So although we've won grants, not all of them have been disbursed yet, and which is fine, because we are not in a rush for all of them right now. We are still trying to put systems and structures in place to make sure that we're able to run it properly. It's fine, it's normal, you'll be fine, okay? Just keep trying. I hope you get a grant. Me, if you leave me, I can talk all day, but this video has to end and I need to start a new video. So give me video ideas. What would you like to learn about entrepreneurship? It doesn't have to just be about agribusiness. I'm free and willing to make more content and engage with you all to really support you in your journey as well. And if there are different kinds of content you'd like me to also make on my channel, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this long video. I hope you learned a lot of insights. Kindly let me know any feedbacks or ways I could improve my content, because I'm willing to learn and grow with you all. So let's transform together. So thank you all and have a blessed life. Catch you on the next one. Peace, 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 peace.